Yeah, I can get it. How dare you?
Dickhead. What? You dickhead?
You're a dickhead.
You're a dickhead.
You're a dickhead!
Takes one to know one.
Well, you're baldy!
Come on, mate, you can't take... There's some things you can't take back.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't call you baldy, but you're still a dickhead.
Okay.
Well, that was unique. A meeting of the minds there between Martin Kirby and Grado backstage. You know, stuff like that is why I get changed in my car.
No, that's because nobody likes you. You're not allowed in the locker room. You're a bit like Miz when he first started in WWE, allegedly.
Please don't say I'm like The Miz. Anyway, our general manager, Adam Pacitti, on his way to the ring, there's been rumours flying around backstage all day, including in the car park, about what Adam Pacitti might be about to announce this evening. But we do understand that it's going to have major ramifications for the future of WCPW.
Well, I hope they're good ramifications, because I've heard rumours all week, Dave. I've heard that you're getting fired.
Well, that wouldn't be a good ramification.
It would for me.
Maybe I'm getting a pay rise.
That's not going to happen. I'll get my people to call Adam Pacitti's people.
You don't have people.
I have lots of people. My peeps.
Imaginary people. Anyway, here's our general manager. Show him some respect. The crowd are.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Adam Pacitti, and I am your What Culture Pro Wrestling General Manager. I'm here to announce the introduction of something that should have been on What Culture Pro Wrestling since the start. It's the WCPW Women's Division.
Wow. That's huge.
And let me tell you, we've got two of the best female wrestlers in the world today. The following match is scheduled for one fall. I love it. Introducing first.
Talk about the new generation. They want everything really fast. He announced it, and then it's starting.
Well, here we go. We don't even know which two women we're going to get here. But the WCPW Women's Division is starting, and that's Bea Priestley.
Well, Bea Priestley is a young lady who has really been turning heads in the south of England, and you can see why. I mean, she's smoking. I don't mean like, you know, in an unhealthy nicotine way. I mean like, you know, attractive way. She's got some swagger, Dave.
She does have some swagger. It's bordering on arrogance, I think. That's the reputation that this young competitor has. Certainly she's very talented, but there may be some room for improvement in terms of her attitude.
There's nothing wrong with having some swagger, Dave, some confidence, some panache.
Yeah, but it's a fine... What? Panache?
Panache.
It's a fine line, though, isn't it? Between confidence and arrogance.
Well, I've never tripped over it.
No, you've leapt over it.
Not knowingly.
And never turned back, have you?
Who's next?
And her opponents.
Dave, who could this possibly be? WCPW kicking off its women's division. This is exciting.
Well, the music has started. Oh, it's Nixon Newell! Nixon Newell! One of the most exciting women wrestlers to come out of Wales in a very long time. And in many ways, the exact reverse of Bea Priestley, where Priestley is arrogant, Nixon, one of the most friendly people you could hope to meet, but don't let that fool you. She is a tremendous competitor and very intense when she gets in the squared circle.
And she was trained by an incredible Welsh wrestler, the wild-born Mike Hicksman, who was the best friend of Mark Andrews, winner of TNA British Boot Camp 2. So she's had some incredible training, and she has really been tearing things up on the UK scene in companies all across the United Kingdom. I mean, Dave, give me some of her accolades.
Well, she's been in Attack Pro Wrestling, the promotion that Mark Andrews helped to start. She's been a former 24/7 champion over there. She's been in Southside Wrestling Entertainment as well, where she's been the queen of Southside. Nixon Newell is one of those women who you just think could be the next Paige, could be the next British wrestler to make it big on a global stage.
And Dave, I've got to tell you, there's something I've just realised I never found attractive until I've seen it now. Arrogantly chewing bubble gum. Not the wrestler bubble gum, that'd be weird. But chewing gum, arrogantly chewing gum, that is a...
Why do you find that attractive?
I don't know. I feel like they're going to slap me any moment and say, go away, stop talking to me. And it brings back memories of childhood. I mean, not my childhood, like other people's childhood.
Let's not psychoanalyse you too much. I actually regret asking. Anyway, Nixon Newell caught in the hammerlock, but she's reversed it after a bit of a confusing few squats there into that side headlock.
And look at, I mean, I tell you, you can often tell in the early goings how good people's groundwork is, how good their foundations, their basics are. And the way these two girls from the early going just applied a headlock and a wrist lock, you can tell they've been well trained up and over by Nixon Newell. And I've heard so many good things about Nixon Newell, so it's going to be interesting to see what she brings to WCPW, but something tells me it's going to be good.
A little bit of a Ric Flair strut from Newell into the arm drag a second time. Oh, this time Priestley is going to block it.
Oh, look at that. Knee straight to the temple there by Priestley.
Yeah, could knock you out if that hits the sweet spot as Priestley sent flying. Priestley not happy. Look at the look on her face. She's not sure if it's the pain or the embarrassment of being outdone in that previous exchange.
Nixon Newell following it. Oh, look at that. Straight to the chest.
Kind of a penalty kick. She's going to go for it a second time, maybe. Newell doesn't get it. Shouldn't have gone for it because Priestley saw it coming after the first time. Newell goes face first onto the apron and then to the outside.
And I'm impressed. Just the sheer aggression of Priestley here. And I've got a question, Dave. Is she still? She's still chewing gum. I'm liking her more and more by the minute.
It's got to be a choking hazard, doesn't it? Just
that
saying.
Explains a lot of your commentary. Are you chewing gum?
I'm not chewing gum.
Stick your tongue. You're choking. You do for play-by-play commentary what sumo wrestlers do for thongs.
Well, a great business. They buy a lot of them, I would assume. What is that?
I hope she's still got the chewing gum. She licked the face. That was, I don't know what that was, but it got my attention.
What do you call that move, Mr. Wrestler?
A Greco-Roman face lick, obviously.
The cover after that got a 2 count, maybe because Newell was just shocked more than anything else at the actions of Priestley.
Those deep forearms there.
Yeah, you mentioned ruthless aggression earlier, to coin a phrase, and we're seeing it from Priestley. It's fisherman suplex.
Fisherman suplex, no bridge, all impact.
Fisherwoman suplex, I suppose.
Fisher person suplex. There you go. We've invented a move on commentary. It's a night of firsts.
We invented the move, maybe the name. Priestley taking some time out to taunt this crowd. The pressure, I think, has got to be on both of these young ladies because one of them, cover into the counter gets 2. Now, one of these two is going to go down in the record books as the winner of the first ever women's match in WCPW, and that's got to be bearing heavily on both of their minds.
And that's what I love about women professional wrestlers in this day and age. You know, it's not just about eye candy like it was in many generations past. There is a slew of dedicated, determined and aggressive young women, young athletes all over the professional wrestling world that want to get in. You know, people like Ronda Rousey in UFC have inspired this really fired up generation of athletes, female athletes, and it's great that we got 2 of them here in WCPW.
Yeah, the women's scene worldwide is as strong as it's been for a very long time, and either of these 2 women could be among the elite in years to come. One of them's going to win here and going to springboard themselves right into the mix in terms of who are the world's greatest women wrestlers at the moment.
And Bea Priestley just taking it to Nixon Newell. And so far, she has dominated this match. I mean, Nixon Newell is known for her high flying, some of her aerial offense, but Priestley, she's realised that if she continues to hammer on Newell, then we're not going to see any of it. And now she's fighting fire with fire. I don't know if that's a smart move.
That attitude is what's costing Priestley, because that has enraged Newell. And as you say, Priestley was in charge, but Newell was coming back. That kick has quickly cut off that momentum.
I'm going to applaud that one in commentary. That was a big boot. That was like one big in capital letters and then another big in lowercase letters.
You're just trying to endear yourself to her since you've got this chewing gum fetish in the past few minutes.
I mean, I'll be honest, once she's done with it, I'd carry on chewing it.
No, stop it.
Just saying. Like,
you are.
Oh, she heard me.
No. That's awful. Why are you smiling?
I don't know, I think that's amazing.
That's the creepiest smile I've ever seen on your face.
I hope it's juicy fruit.
Oh, well, the crowd here taking my side in this argument, but my commentary partner seeing it from a different perspective. Newell goes into the corner. Here she comes. Nixon Newell is infuriated by that disgusting act from Priestley. Priestley tries to come back at her, but Newell is a step ahead at every turn at the moment. Here she comes again.
Oh, Shining Wizard, Dave Bradshaw. My God.
That's the cover. Will that be all? No, not quite.
And Nixon Newell, you know, now that she feels for the first time in this match, Bea Priestley may have made a mistake. I don't want to say it because I think she's great, but she may have just enraged Nixon Newell because now she's got the momentum on her side. Perhaps it wasn't juicy fruit. Perhaps it was one of the less juicier fruits.
I'm not sure that's what caused it. I'm not sure the flavour is the issue here. Again, you're just going off on a total tangent. Anyway, Priestley taking advantage of the fact that Newell was up there a long time, maybe going to try for the superplex, but Newell pushes her away, and now Newell off the top, crossbody, got the leg hook, that could do it. Oh my goodness. Whatever else you'll say about Priestley, you have to admire the tenacity. It's a couple of times now I thought it was over and Priestley's been able to kick out.
And I tell you, these young ladies are giving it their all here because they are holding nothing back. There's just, I said it earlier, but just the aggression and the spite in these two. They want it. They really want a victory here on WCPW. Wow.
But Priestley made a mistake though. She went for the enziguri and Newell ducked. Now Newell maybe thinking she's about to finish this off, but once more taking too long, like she did when she went to the turnbuckle a minute ago. Priestley with the boot to the face. Newell returns in kind. But they're just exchanging boots to the face.
No, but Dave, keep your eye on Priestley. Oh, God. It's like shades of Mick Foley.
That knee into the jaw. That could knock you out. Newell might be out.
I think it has. Dave,
Newell is with a burst of energy, a burst of fury, really, was able to escape that, but that may be the last bit of energy that she had in her body.
And I believe that many of the WCPW...
What was that?
I don't know, it was awesome, whatever it was, but I think it's curtains. Oh, Nixon.
Nixon with a headbutt. Look at the brutality from Nixon Newell.
Oh, Canadian Destroyer. Bea Priestley tried to block it, but she landed straight on her head, and Dave, that could be... Oh, look at that pin, and it was. Nixon Newell wins with the Canadian Destroyer. Well, Bea Priestley tried to block it, she tried to sit down, but Nixon Newell had already committed and she just sprung as much as she could and dropped Priestley on her head.
That's that tenacity of Priestley again, fighting through to the end, even though in the end she was dropped awkwardly on her head. That really disoriented her, and Nixon Newell got enough of it to get the 3 count. The bottom line here, Alex, as we said, the history books will record the first women's match in WCPW history was won by Nixon Newell. Well, still plenty to come on this week's Loaded, including our main event, Doug Williams against Aaron Stevens. The winner will be the #1 contender for the WCPW World Championship.
Were you one of the unlucky few who couldn't get tickets for July's WCPW tapings? Well, make sure you pick up tickets for August, as they're already extremely limited. On August 24th, we'll be presenting a special live pay-per-view quality show, WCPW Stacked, featuring Moose versus Joe Coffey, the debut of the Women's Championship, Will Ospreay versus Marty Scurll. The WCPW Championship will be on the line. There'll be Joe Hendry, Joseph Connors, Big Damo, El Ligero, Primate, Grado, Drew Galloway, EC3, and GM'd by Eric Bischoff. Not just that, but on the 25th, we'll also be holding loaded tapings featuring the Kurt Angle Invitational, a pinfall and submission elimination rumble to decide who gets to face the Olympic hero in October. Grab your tickets for August at wc.pw while you still can. The 2 days are looking absolutely stacked.